Welcome to Strange Travels. I'm Lauren, and that's Clint, and we're from Nashville. We love to travel, whether it's a day trip or to another country. We love seeking out new experiences, hiking with our dog Lilly, and finding amazing food along the way. We've waited almost a year for this experience on top of Mount LECONTE in the Great Smoky Mountains, and we're excited to share the beautiful fall colors, delicious food, and breathtaking views with you. Here we go! Today, we are still in the Smoky Mountains for a very special overnight adventure. But first, if you enjoy this video, please take a second to click the like button below, and if you want to see more of our adventures, we would love for you to subscribe as well. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and it helps us more than you know. About a year ago, we ended up booking a night at LECONTE Lodge on top of Mount LECONTE.
What is unique about this is Mount LECONTE is the highest peak that is solely in Tennessee, and the lodge is located on top.
Which means the only way to get there is by hiking, and there are actually quite a few trails you can take to get there.
We've actually hiked to LECONTE Lodge before taking another trail and got a great view of the smoke in the Great Smoky Mountains.
But today we're actually taking Alum Cave Trail, which is a 5-mile trail to get up to the lodge, and it gains over 3,000 feet of elevation.
Because this trail is so popular for day hiking, especially this time of year, we recommend getting here at about 6:30, no later than 6:30. Because of me, we got here at about 7 and got really lucky.
It takes about an average of 4 hours to get to the top, so we better get to hiking.
Yeah, but before we get to the lodge, let's roll that epic hiking montage. So a little under a mile and a half into the hike, you get your first
stop, fun stop.
Yeah, is Arch Rock, and
it's pretty.
Yeah. So we've made it to what we are calling the halfway point of this hike, and that is at Alum Cave Bluff.
Alum Cave Bluff.
Oh yeah.
I've heard it both ways.
We thought this was a good time to take a break, have a snack. Mine is an iced honey bun.
And I'm having a chocolate chip muffin. Okay, so we just thought of a good way to remember the pronunciation of Alum Cave. And we are choosing to believe that when they were naming Alum Cave, they wanted to name it after this guy Al, but they weren't sure if they should call this a cave or not. So when they were naming it, they said, let's name it Alum Cave. And that's how we're gonna remember the pronunciation.
Okay, we've had our snack, and now it's time to hit the trail again.
We just made it to the part of the trail where it starts to flatten out, and that part of the trail is a grind.
Yeah.
For us, it was a smoky uphill grind, but we are almost there. We can't wait to get there, and very glad that the trail that we see in front of us looks like this. Got a t-shirt to prove it.
And these incredible views were totally worth it. Second time's a charm.
The hike took us about 3.5 hours, and we got here about 11:45 a.m.
Yes, and there was already a long line. The office/souvenir gift shop doesn't open till noon. So we got in line and then got our souvenirs and checked us in, and here we are.
After checking into our cabin, we unpacked a bit.
And then all of a sudden I looked out and the sun was shining and I was like, oh my gosh. So we hiked the 0.2 miles to Cliff Tops and wow, the views. We had views like this. And like this.
And starting at 1:30 p.m., they have beverage service for their guests, not day hikers.
Yes. And they have lemonade, coffee, and hot chocolate. And so we had to make ourselves 1 or maybe 4 cafe mochas. We've been back a few times.
When you're staying in the lodge, they give you these mugs in your cabin, which gives you access to the dining halls. That way they know that you're a guest. And these are also the only cups you can use to fill up the lemonade or hot beverages.
Yes.
And so when you have these, you're basically royalty here.
If you want to be fancy, hold your pinky up like this. The higher you hold it, the fancier you are.
Yeah, now let's give you a tour of our cabin. Welcome to our crib at LECONTE Lodge. Okay, so this awesome little thing is where you can hang wet clothes or just clothes that you hiked in today. You just do this. That's pretty awesome. And then this is our heater, which will heat up the cabin, and it is awesome. It works like a charm, and the people here will tell you how to use it. It's very easy. And
it's automatic.
Yes, it's automatic, so that way, like in the middle of the night, you're not gonna get too hot because it'll just cut off.
Yeah.
It's gonna get a little toasty in here.
And then there's a mirror, which is nice. And then we have our window and we have shades. And if it's really hot, or it doesn't get super hot up here, but you can also open this. And okay, and then our cabin comes with 2 full-size beds, so bunk beds. And they do have bigger cabins that are 2 full-size beds and then a twin, I believe. So, but ours just has 2 full-size bunk beds. And if you may not have noticed, but there's no lights, there's no electricity. And so we have this awesome oil lamp. And again, they'll show you how to use it because we had never used one. We actually had to Google how to use it. But they give you a box of matches so you can light it. And I think this is the coolest part, honestly. These are our coffee cups, and then they also give us this awesome sticker if you stay here. And what else? Oh, they also give you an ashtray for any of the matches that you use.
Because there is
a no smoke.
no smoking.
They also come with this awesome booklet. It talks a lot about the Smoky Mountains National Park as a whole, but it also talks about what time dinner is, what time breakfast is. Also, it gives you a full sunset chart, which is wonderful. So that way you know if you want to go hike up for sunset or sunrise. And then this, they also give you a bucket. So there is hot water There's also cold water, so there's plenty of water, but there's also hot water, so if you want to take a sponge bath, you can do that. You also would want to bring your own towel because they don't have any towels or anything.
Washcloth.
Yeah, anything like that you would need to bring yourself.
And they also have this little...
Yes. What is this called? A wash
basin.
I think this is a wash basin. I don't really know. Maybe, I don't know.
Would be no way of knowing.
And they also give you a trash can that you can, there are some things you can put in there, otherwise you have to pack it out.
Burnable trash.
And then I think one of the other best parts is this is our bathroom key. And this allows us to actually access the real bathroom. So they have porta potties for day hikers that you can use, but if you're an overnight guest, then you actually get access to the real bathrooms, which I think that's just a really nice touch. Yeah, it flushes. I think that's just a nice little touch that they have. And then also hand sanitizer. And
Lots
then,
of hooks.
I believe. Oh yeah, and we also have soap. I forgot.
Yeah.
They gave us soap. I was gonna say, I thought there was soap. So one thing to note, there are no locks on the outside of the door, only on the inside. So you can lock the door on the inside, but there are no locks if you're gone and you leave your stuff. So just take note of that. Also, but this is the best part. Come with me. You may already see this. This is the best part. Is the porch. Because this is basically where we've been since we've been here. And it's awesome. One of our favorite shows is Survivor, and on big hikes like this we love to talk about food and what we're gonna eat for dinner when we get back down the mountain, and we love to do it in our best Jeff Probst voice for a reward challenge. So if you've never seen it, he just enunciates things like just makes you want them so badly. So I'm gonna try it for dinner tonight. We're having warm vegetable soup with cornbread, baked beef and brown gravy, with mashed potatoes, green beans, spiced apples, and we top it all off with a warm chocolate chip cookie bar. Dinner service is 1 hour, usually starting at 6 p.m., but can change depending on the time of sunset. For those over 21, you can add wine to your dinner for $14 per person. But tonight, we have to eat and run so we can hike up to the sunset viewpoint.
Well, there are no words for what we got to experience. Walking or hiking up to Mount LECONTE, we were getting pretty discouraged.
It was really cloudy.
All the smoke, we thought we were going to have another
Cloudy experience.
like we did before with no views, and then this afternoon the sun broke and we got some views, but that sunset, I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if I've ever seen a sunset like that from a view like this.
Yeah,
Totally worth it.
Yeah, 100%. After sunset, we headed back to our cabin to get ready for bed and settle in for the night with a movie.
Good morning from LeConte Lodge. We woke up this morning, got packed up a little bit. Coffee service started at 7, so we got that going. Breakfast is at 8, and now it's time to hear the menu Jeff Probst style.
On the breakfast menu this morning, we've got warm, fluffy pancakes, farm fresh scrambled eggs, sliced warm Canadian bacon, grits, and homemade biscuits. We just finished breakfast and oh, I'm stuffed. It was so good. I think we ate so quick that we just forgot to take pictures, but it was all very delicious.
Yeah, and checkout is at 9:30, and they said you don't have to do anything. Just grab your gear and hit the trail, and that's what we're about to do. And I really wish we could just snap our fingers and be at the car. We're back.
And we made excellent time. It took us just almost exactly 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful morning, a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky, whereas yesterday we were a bit discouraged because our views looked like this. Well, today they looked like this. So yesterday, the steepest part of the hike going up was definitely a grueling grind and very challenging. I think a hiker we met coming down yesterday described it best as a controlled fall, yes. But we prefer...
That was falling with style.
And since we didn't quite get the fall colors we were hoping for, we're gonna take a scenic drive on the way home. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe below, and now you can also check out our brand new website where we will be sharing our travel guides and more. Make sure you also follow us on Instagram so you'll know when we post new travel guides.